Alrighty, what's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here, once again on this Saturday evening. Unusual for me, but I'm here on a Saturday evening. Back to you again with another video right here on Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down below, and make sure you subscribe to this channel and all my other accounts, which are down below in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet, but most importantly, tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never, ever miss an upload. And if you do, well, too bad for you. And that's all I gotta say about that. So, like the video, share the video, comment, leave questions in the chat or whatever in the comment section of the video after the video is up, and don't forget to hit that bell. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. All right, got my good buddy Chase. Well, not Chase 25 anymore. I guess it's now it's Chase. I hope that's the real Chase, but it is what it is. He says, I missed Smackdown. I'm stuck at work. Well, I didn't even bother to watch To be honest with you, I didn't watch most of SmackDown last night. Well, when it was live, I didn't watch it live. I had to watch it like 11 o'clock at night because I was so fucking sick last night. And yeah, I was a mess yesterday, so I was a mess today. And as you can see, went to the hospital today, and yeah, I had a back pain, and thought I had pneumonia, but thankfully I don't have pneumonia. And I went to get a COVID test. I'll find that out probably Monday or Tuesday. So that's that. Stuck it to the man today. Everything, it was a pretty hectic day, and that's all I gotta say about that. So yeah, it is Chase. Okay. What's up, my good buddy Chase? Took the 25 out of my name so Dave would stop harassing, but he still is. He still is to me, on my end too, but along with that other guy that we won't mention anymore, a big fat man, but yeah, and his little punk sidekick. That's not really a kid, but it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. So. Yeah, as long as we just fucking do away with those punk ass bitches that don't know any better, we'll be fine. That's all I gotta say about it. Just ignore them, block them. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, Chase, that's all you gotta do. Just block them and ignore. Block and ignore. Okay. Yeah. All right. I forgot to put you on the moderator. Okay. No problem. No problem. I think I have a couple people that mod my channel, so if anybody, any of you trolls want to come in, good luck trying. Good luck trying, buddy. Good luck trying. Apparently, the fat guy lives 30 minutes from me. Oh, that fat guy. Not. I thought you were talking. I didn't mean Dan XP. I was talking about the pedophile. I'm talking about. The man whose last name rhymes with coat. I think you know what I mean. If I see, I promise a big slap him if I see him. Yeah, please do. Please do, just for me, for my sake, And if I ever have the money and take a trip to up north, I'll pick you up. But we can. Talk about the guy with the shirt. What shirt? Oh, without the. Oh, that guy. Oh, I thought you meant. Oh, I thought you meant that. Mr. Coat. That's what I thought you were talking about. I think you talk about Trevor. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's a douchebag, but I don't care whatever. I like to slap him in his fat tummy too. But anyway, that's enough talk about drama. But let's talk about something else. All right, ladies and gentlemen. On this Saturday evening, March the 13th, 2021, it is time for your late and out-of-date Smackdown review for March the 12th, 2021 from the Dundu Dome in Tampa, Florida, at Tropicana Field. But won't be there for long. And that's all I can say about that. The home of WrestleMania. Well, not the home of WrestleMania. Raymond J. Stadium will be the home of WrestleMania. And actually, Vince McMahon, the idiot that he is, wants 75% capacity at WrestleMania. Are you fucking nuts, Vince? I guess you are nuts. I mean, you're fucking senile as fuck. I mean, but you want 75% capacity? Basic, which fucking notifications up the wazoo. But 75% capacity? Are you? I mean, really, Vince? You think you're gonna get 50,000 people? I mean, it's not possible, but not. I mean, it's a not possible that you're gonna get 50,000 people, but you really want Florida to be the epicenter of a storm again with this fucking virus going around? You're not gonna get 50,000. I mean, I don't even know if Tampa, when the Buccaneers play, they got 50,000 people. I don't even. Not even. Not even. You're not getting it. You're not getting 50,000 people. I mean, it'll be great, but if you want to have another fucking surge in this fucking virus that has almost 550,000 fucking deaths already, go ahead. Go ahead. Kill 50,000 people. Go ahead, Vince. It'll be on your fucking head. Go ahead. See if we care. I just hope my good buddy Mikey, comes back safe. Big wrestling guy he is. I mean, because I know he's going to go to WrestleMania. Well, I don't know if he's going to go to WrestleMania. He has other things going down there at WrestleMania weekend with GCW and ICW and a couple other indie feds down there. But hopefully he comes back safe. But 50,000? I don't know. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Anyway, Chase is going to deal with, who's real soon. That's good. I'll be this area next month after WrestleMania. Oh, come pick me up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not good. I don't have I'll pick you up. No, I won't pick you up because you live in San Antonio. I'm not going to drive all the way to San Antonio and then drive all the way back to New Jersey and then go up I-95 to, that area. So, yeah, anyway, time for SmackDown. All right, here's your SmackDown review for March the 12th, 2021. And we're on the road to Fastlane. Still a week left. Week from tomorrow. Cards kind of being formulated here and there. I mean, they already have the WrestleMania card basically done. I mean, Vince already, I think I put it yesterday. So if you haven't seen it, well, go on the dirt sheets and go for it. Basically, most of the matches have been written in stone. Edge and Roman, and a couple, yeah, and that's that. So Chase is flying to Massachusetts next month. Good job. Good job. Beat up who too. But that's all I can say about that. All right, so Fastlane's next week, and go home show. And really, last night was all about Roman Reigns and Bryan. Yes, and the contract signing for their match for the Universal title at Fastlane. And the winner of that will face Sting, at WrestleMania. So that was basically the thing last night. And but as we saw with the ending, which was a pretty damn violent and chaotic ending, which actually was pretty good, which I'll get to in a little bit. WrestleMania might be a little bit interesting, regarding the Universal title, but we'll see what happens with that, and we move on from there. So we start off SmackDown with a recap of Daniel Bryan. Yes! Beating Jey Uso in the cage, in the steel cage, brother. Well, last week to gain the shot at Roman Reigns, Mr. Tribal Chief himself, at Slane. So then we get the usual intro, the Are You Ready by AC/DC with Mitchell Cole and Corey Slave at ringside. And don't forget, Smackdown is by Progressive. They can save you a bundle on your car insurance. So yeah, now I'm going to probably get flagged by Progressive for that shit. I don't give two shits. Anyway, so we start the show off with our good buddy, the winner of the 2021 Battle Royale, 11-time world champion, the rated R superstar, Edge. So he comes out, mic in hand, reminds us of the contract signing between Roman and Bryan, but he wants to talk to us for a little bit. Wants to address a couple of things. And it's also with Roman, says doesn't agree with Roman's assessment of him, not wanting to fight him like a man. Well, fight a man like him. He says he didn't make choices to meet Roman, but Roman felt what Edge what he brings up. He helped build SmackDown, one of the original 6 guys who built SmackDown, including The Rock, Edge, Stone Cold, The Undertaker, among a couple. That's that. Edge knows that Roman, I lost my spot as I always do. Knows Roman was the one who backtracked, tried to take the avenue towards Daniel Bryan, and brings him to Daniel, who brings up Bryan's claims from last week about activity and who the heck he is. I'm Edge Justine. I fucked Lita. Edge's history, especially during the hectic earlier days. He mentions doing this across 4 decades. Damn, that's pretty long. And now he's here because he loves what he does. So now he's just stuck waiting for Fastlane to figure out who he's going to be fighting at WrestleMania. But before he can continue, out comes Daniel Bryan. Yes, and comes out, mic in hand. Knows that Edge got sucked into what he said last week, and it wasn't even his intention. Thinks Edge should have respected Bryan going into business for himself. He says he respects Edge all the years and all the legends, blah blah blah, and he knows how hard Edge has worked and how much he loves this. But to be completely honest, nothing Bryan is doing as Edge. His epiphany wasn't because of Edge, but because he allowed himself to go into what might be his last WrestleMania on the back burner, unless you're in the WrestleMania Rumble or the IC title match or something like that. He says he can't live with that. If this is the last one, he's going to give it everything he's got to be in the main event. He says Edge has it, so it's not about him. For Bryan, this is all about him having to go to WrestleMania as the champion. So Edge's like, okay, I'm going to talk now. Bryan, a win is a win. He says he won the Rumble, including beating Daniel Bryan just to do that, but he also respects and likes Bryan. But he just doesn't like how Bryan went about all this. Says Bryan is better than this, but not better than him. And then he leaves, and that's it. So, pretty good promo from both guys. Well, basically both guys who actually write SmackDown. Well, actually, they're behind the scenes at SmackDown. So they basically wrote their own segment here. So, pretty good. And we'll see what happens with the contract signing later on between Daniel and Roman. And see if Edge maybe makes an appearance and see what happens with that. So I gave this 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And we're going to move on. And the chat room is open if you want to chat about SmackDown or anything else. That's that. On that, we get a rundown of the rest of the card from last night. With Mitchell Cole and Corey Slade. And I say Slade because that's what Corey is, a slave. Because me, and I was emphasis was Is what it is. After that, then we get to our first match of the night, an 8-man tag team match with the Street Profits, who want the smoke. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. They're teaming up with the Mysterio. And they take on Alpha Academy, Otis and Chad Gable. And they take on the Smackdown Tag Team Champions, the Dirty Dogs. Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode. And I know that Michael called them the top guys. Michael Cole, trying to get under FTR's skin. Fucking idiot. Suck on commentary, Cole. Piece of commentary for this fucking company, but I'm not. It's like fucking hate the W and I hate Vince McMahon, but it is what it is. Anyway, match was alright. Well, fine. With Dawkins and Rude. Dawkins avoids Rude and cheap shots Ziggy. Then we get everybody brawling. They go off the ropes. Dawkins plants Rude with a bulldog. Then a drop kick. Tags in Montez Ford, who hits a drop kick. Then he tags in Dominic. They just start beating the living bejesus out of Bobby Roode. They hit an assisted leg drop for a near fall. And Bobby's like, I'm out of here, dude. I'm out of here. He's like, oh, my, fuck this, dude. Cuts off Dominic, tags in Chad Gable, and then Gable starts beating the living crap out of Dominic. The heels go to work on Dominic for a while. And then Dominic comes back with some knees and a tornado DDT. And a little bit of a rough landing for Bobby Roode. Kind of landed on his dome, but it is what it is. Gets the hot tag to Angelo Dawkins. Ziggy gets the tag, and Dawkins goes nuts in an exploder. Takes out Otis. Ziggy with an elbow, but walks into a Spain Buster. Then he tags in Montez Ford. Looks for the frog splash, but Bobby Roode from the apron knocks him down as we go to a bunch of breaks. We come back. We come back to Ziggy with a chin lock on Montez Ford. Ford fights to his feet, punches free, but eats a drop kick. And then Ford tries to fight back again, fights out of the corner, but misses an Ziggy. And then Ziggy grabs a 1925 sleeper. And Ford struggles to his corner and gets near the mat, but then he's like, he starts hooking up, brother. Tags in Angelo Dawkins, but Roof had the ref distracted, so the ref is like, no. So Ziggy then drags Ford back into the corner, and they start beating the pieces out of him. In the end, Otis tags in, launches Ford into the corner, but Ford avoids the avalanche. Chad Gable comes in, but Montez Ford flips out of a German suplex, tags in Rey Mysterio, who goes nuts, attacks everybody for no apparent reason. Then he hits the Around the World DDT, but Otis breaks up the pin. Dominic flies at Otis, but Otis catches him, and then Ray hits the seated senton on Otis to knock him down. And then he sets up Gable in position for the 619, but Bobby Roode tags in, intercepts Ray with that patented Spain Buster of his. And then everybody hits their finishers. Roode eventually eats the double 619 or the 1338, if you want, from the Mysterios. Then tags in, and he goes up top, hits the frog splash from the heavens. 1, 2, 3. The faces get the win. Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio, and the Street Profits get the win. Match was all right. Nothing great. 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's that. And we find out that at Fastlane, I believe at Fastlane, it's going to be Bobby Roode and... Actually, I don't know. I read something. I know at WrestleMania, or something like that. I think it was maybe Fastlane. I forget. But looks like we're gonna get another tag team title match between the Dirty Dogs and the Street Profits. Not that there are many tag teams on SmackDown. Besides, the Street Profits and Alpha Academy. That's it. Unless I missed one. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say about that. And we move on from there. So like I said, 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. And we move on from there. All right, got my good buddy Julius the Jew. Julius the Jew in the chat. What's up, Julius? How are you, my friend? Hope you having a great day. And if not, well, at least you came in the chat. Now I'm going to have a good day with me. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, we move on from there. All right, then we got a recap of the announcement that the first inductee into the Hall of Fame will be a woman, and it is Molly Holly. Now, I would do my own separate video about Molly Holly, my thoughts. I think, to briefly summarize what I'm going to say, I think it's good Molly Holly finally gets in, but, really before China, before Miss Elizabeth, before Gail Kim, Victoria. I know, I'm happy she's in, but, like I said, I think other people before her should go in too. But I'm happy for Molly. I'm very happy. She deserves it. But, maybe a year or two down the line, not now, but maybe this year, maybe next year we'll get Melina, maybe we'll get Gail Kim, maybe we'll get Miss Elizabeth in China. But then again, WWE, they'll put Stephanie McMahon in next year, or Linda McMahon. But who knows? Who knows? They already put the Bella sluts in. Maybe next year they'll put in, oh God, no, but they might put in Alicia Fox, so she's a legend. Yeah. Alicia Fox, a legend. Bull fucking shit. If she goes in the Hall of Fame, good Lord. For what? For one or two stinking, boring title reigns? And, and being besides the Great Khali and Jinder My Balls. Come on. And the Bollywood Brothers. Come on. She's not a legend. I mean, come on. Not a legend. Natalya is a legend. I mean, but you can put Natalya in, but Alicia Fox? No. But WWE will do that because they're stupid. The Hall of Fame is a joke. I said that from the beginning. Even before they started putting stupid people in, like Beth fucking Phoenix. The Hall of Fame is a joke, and over the next couple of weeks, we'll be getting more people named to the Hall of Fame class of 2021. Hopefully, it's a good class. I'm hearing RVD might be there, maybe Luke Harper, maybe. Since he died, I think he should go in. Since he died, but who knows if they're going to actually do that. And if they do it, what who inducts him? Probably be Bray Wyatt, because it can't be Eric Rowan, because since he's semi-part of AEW now. Made that one appearance, and then I think we forgot about Eric Rowan. Somebody said he died. I was like, wait a minute, he died? I don't remember Eric Rowan dying, but it is what it is. That's that. So Molly Holly's in the Hall of Fame. That's pretty nice, and I'll talk about that on another video, probably later tonight or maybe tomorrow. I got loads of time to do videos now, so get all that. All that other shit. Let me take a time out for a second. I gotta do these people annoying me. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I got text messages from hot-ass fucking females that want to suck my big fat penis, but it is what it is. All right, so hopefully, juicy goose still like. All right, after that, we go to the back, where we see Jey Uso walk up to his cousin Roman Reigns' locker room, but then we see my name is Paul Heyman intercept him. Jay's like, I want a cousin. Paul's like, well, Roman's kind of busy, and he's still kind of pissed that you lost last week. So Jay might just have two other things to handle first anyway, and Paul's sure Roman would be happy to see him after that. That's it. So no Roman for you, Jey Uso, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And we move on. So I gave that 3.25 out of 5 stars, and we move on. All right, then we stay in the back with a lovely viewer, Kayla Braxton. Not Braxton, Braxton, but it is what it is, and that's that. So Kayla's in the back. Rollins, kind of in his plaid black turtleneck, and a black turtleneck. He's in green plaid. I think it's freaking St. Patrick's Day or something. Maybe a little kind of early there, Mr. Seth Rollins, Mr. Whatever your name is. So we see footage from a couple weeks ago when Cesaro put Rollins into the human center, into the basically the swing of doom. Rollins doesn't appreciate it and wants to know why we're still talking about it. Oh, because we can. Seth, if you don't like it, then you can go bye-bye. He said he went out there to help Cesaro. Has all the potential in the world, and he wanted to help him graduate to a leading man. And in exchange, he was embarrassed and disrespected. So anyway, he says he's done with Cesaro. Cesaro's the biggest waste of potential in the WWE's history. There's others there, Seth, Keith Lee, Andrade, Aleister Black, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke, had so much potential and then just wasted them. And that's why Andrade is like, I'm leaving. And WWE's like, nope. Andrade, you stay here and get your dick sucked by Charlotte. Because you're not doing anything. We're going to keep you in catering. Be with Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose and company. You can't go to AEW. You can't go back to Mexico. You can't go to Japan or go to Ring of Honor or TNA. You're going to stay here, which I think is stupid. Let him go. If you're not doing anything with Aleister Black or Andrade, let them go, Vince. What are you going to do with Andrade? Oh, you're going to team him up with Angel Garza? Another guy's now stuck in catering? Come on. Well, you're not going to put him. Why don't you put him back in NXT? He's not doing anything. Put him back in NXT. Or just ship him out. What are you going to do with him? What are you doing with Aleister Black? He wanted his release. He should just leave. He says he wants to leave. I don't blame him. Let him go to AEW. And be Tommy End in AEW and just destroy people. Or go to Japan. Or maybe go to Ring of Honor. Go to TNA. Go somewhere. Just don't be stuck at home bagging, Zelina Vega. And Zelina Vega might be going to AEW. She's a free agent now. Ricochet should fucking leave. He should go back to Mexico. Or go back, go to AEW. We're not doing anything with him. Keith Lee is getting ready to get married to Mia Yim. Mia Yim's not going anywhere either. Just wasted fucking talent from NXT. I said that from the beginning. Everybody comes up from NXT is going to get misused. And they have been misused, except for a couple of people like Bianca Belair, besides, the notables like Sasha, Seth, Dean Ambrose, Roman, blah, 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 blah. All the others have had potential, and they just went Peyton Royce to name one of them. Peyton cut that fucking great shoot promo that she wants Asuka. And guess what? Asuka's not going to be at WrestleMania because of her concussion. So basically, she's gonna be stripped of the War Women's title. They're probably gonna have either a ladder match or a women's battle royale at WrestleMania. The winner becomes new champion. So Asuka comes back, which might be at the next pay-per-view or whenever that she does come back. And it's probably gonna be Horseface Charlotte winning that fucking thing. Oh, God forbid they give it to Shayna Baszler. I'll get to Shayna in a minute. What she's been doing on Twitter lately. Just not giving a fuck. with that segment with Reggie and Nia Jax. Oh God. But it is what it is, and that's that. Anyway, so Seth basically, he says Cesaro's the biggest waste of potential in WWE's history, so he's done with him. And then Kayla mentions Cesaro's rematch tonight, rematch with his little buddy Murphy, with another guy they had potential, and they got rid of that storyline. So I don't know what's happening with Murphy. Ron seems kind of like, I might actually go see that match. Interesting. Okay. So we'll see what happens with Rollins and Cesaro and Murphy coming up in a little bit. So I give that segment 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's that. All right, then we get reminded of what Reggie has been doing. Basically focus on the women's division and getting way too much fucking airtime. I mean, he's on Smack. If he's not on SmackDown, on Raw, he's on NXT. It's become a and getting through every fucking week. And starting to the Cena. Not wrestling wise, but Cena got fed to us every fucking week. Roman got the same thing every fucking week. Anyway, they go shopping. Yeah, I'm getting text messages today, so I'm not gonna say. Anyway, they go shopping, and now he's like, anyway, so Reggie tries out a bunch of suits and stuff. I don't give two shits about this. I'm a fucking tag team champ. I don't care. Why am I here? Playing with her phone, probably talking to me, but I tell the fucking truth. That's why Katie Forbes isn't wanting my dick, but she's got RVD's dick in her mouth now. And that's why they're getting married. And RVD's about to go into the Hall of Fame, so it's even bigger for RVD. But it is what it is. So Shane is not giving two fucks. So Reggie finally finds a suit that Nia likes. He starts sitting in Nia's lap. That's not a bad thing, but because nothing wrong with fat chicks and skinny dudes. If a skinny dude wants a fat chick, go ahead. I've done it before, so that's why I get a lot of. That's why you motherfuckers can't get any. But I digress. I get more pussy than all you motherfuckers can, because you play with your hand. That's all I gotta say about that. So he finally finds an outfit, sits in Nia's lap, asks, "How can I repay you for all my kindness?" And she's like, I wonder what he can do. Motorboat, play with her hole, put his thing in her hole. She'll be screaming, "My hole!" for like hours. Go for yours, Reggie. Go for yours. And that's all I gotta say about it. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars, and blah 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 blah. All right. After that, we get to match 2. We get Cesaro taking on Buddy Murphy. Kind of a short match. Kind of went back and forth a little bit. And we're getting to the end, and Cesaro hits the running uppercuts of doom. Murphy fights back with a kick, but when he goes for a high-flying move, he gets caught in the big swing of doom. But Rollins, who's on commentary, gets all commentary and interferes and causes a disqualification. So basically the match was a dud. Not a dud, but I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. Nothing to write home about. That was going to happen anyway. And then afterwards, and it gets a little violent, Rollins starts beating the crap out of Cesaro, hits the blackout, the stomp, yells at Cesaro about Cesaro not being on his level. He's like, "Get up, Cesaro, get up, you're not on my level, get on my level." And Cesaro eventually gets to his feet, gets a kick to the gut, and then another blackout. And Rollins is telling me, you'll never be on my level. Then he goes to the outside, gets a chair, and looks surprised. The neck is, Cesaro can just snap his neck back in two. That happened. But official out, Jamie Noble comes out, and they just fly. Rollins was about to do to do it, and then he flies, and Jamie Noble just intercepts him out of midair. That was kind of cool, but it is what it is. So they push him to the outside, and Rollins goes to the back while they take care of Cesaro. Rollins goes to the back. He meets up with Shinsuke Nakamura at the gorilla position, and Nakamura's like, "Purely American. I am strong style. I will kick you ass. Boombaye." Oh. But they're gonna make fucking Seth Rollins win because they don't give two shits about Shinsuke. Shinsuke should go to Japan. Same with Asuka. Just saying. And that's all I gotta say about that. And we move on. Notes have there we go. I knew you could do it. All right. So I gave that, like I said, I gave the Aftermath 2.25 out of 5 stars, and we move on from there. All right. We stay in the back this time with our good buddy Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen, whatever you want to call him. He comes up on Sami Zayn. Oh, I'm sorry, El Generico, the guy that plays Sami Zayn, because as we all know, El Generico is the man who kidnaps orphans in Mexico. Oh, absolutely. But he disguises himself as Sami Zayn so he doesn't get caught by ISIS or anything. Or ICE or whatever. Not ISIS, ICE. The Border Patrol. But it is what it is. And you are a fake, and you can go suck my dick. Kid, go fuck yourself. Mama's boy. But I digress. All right, so back to Sami and his documentary team. Sami says no one knows more about the conspiracy against him than Kevin. And Kevin's like, I got my show coming up. I don't need to talk to your stupid ass, you damn, So they start bickering, and Sami's trying to sell his documentary, say that will do Logan Paul numbers on YouTube. And then Kevin's like, maybe. My show on YouTube was better. And he's like, I'll think about it. And then we leave. So we'll see Kevin later on the Kevin Owens show with Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. So we'll get to that. Put 5 stars. And we move on from there. All right, we stay in the back. We see Jey Uso running up to Eddie Stain. As for very time, the Alphas and the Seekers and the whole Uso family, the Roman, blah blah blah, the Anoa'i family, if you want to put it lightly. And first met Jey when Jey was just 10 years old. So that's about 20 some odd years ago, 20, 30, almost 30 years ago. Says man to man, he wants to know what Jay's doing. He mentions in 2015 when Edge was mourning his career, he saw an Usos match that helped him get his fire back, his passion back. Now Jay's walking around with his head down like a subordinate, and wants to know what Jay's dad thinks. Ooh. Jay says his family is running the show, so don't talk about my family. He tells Edge to enjoy his family because after WrestleMania, he won't be enjoying anything. Fighting words there by Jey Uso. Ooh. So with that, so we move on from there. I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. That's that. We move on from there. All right. There we go back ring. We got the Kevin Owens show, and he introduces his guest, Bianca Belair. I play with my hair. Bianca Belair. I play with my hair. And the women's champion, my wife, the boss, Sasha Banks. Welcome to the show. Well, before he introduces him. He knows his absence as of late and says the last few months have been rough for him, especially after getting so the top ring, meaning getting beat by home in the last 3 pay-per-views. But it's about his guest and talks about WrestleMania. And at Fastlane, they will team up to win the women's tag team titles from Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler once again. So it brings out Bianca, and then Sasha comes out looking hot in her ring gear because she's gonna have a match soon. So Vince thanks the boss. Well, I don't think he meant Sasha for all the paychecks. I think he meant Vince. But it is, I like to get a paycheck from Vince too. But nice big fat one. But just for banging Oscar, that's why I'm on commission. So maybe I'll get a tax refund for that. I don't know. Anyway, brings up their tag team title match at Fastlane. You can only think of one other pair of tag champs, a battle for the big belt at John Cena matches like WrestleMania 22, 23, I think. I forget what Mania that was. And John Cena obviously won that match. Obviously, because he's fucking John Cena. So we asked him about against Nia Jax and Baszler, despite them losing when they had a shot at the Elimination Chamber. So Owens keeps talking, and Sasha interrupts him, says it's not her fault, she looks good, and that Reggie has a crush on her. Obviously he does, and that's why he's with Nia. Get at Sasha, but it is. Then Bianca says Reggie's a problem for their match and doesn't want him around. Says not to worry. She's like the Michael Jordan of the women's of maybe one day Bianca can be games. Ouch. Bianca says she respects Sasha, but her accomplishments are her own, and Sasha has nothing to do with it. Sasha says if she and she's going to win WrestleMania at 2 belt backs once again. So Sasha got her eyes on the prize. Then they get interrupted by Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler along with Reggie. Owens is like, I didn't invite them. So the champs will be on commentary with Reggie right after this break. And that's that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So we get to the match. We get to match number 3, tag team match. Tamina and Natalya taking on Sasha Banks and Bianca. It was an okay match. Kind of slow, kind of boring. Also, with Sasha and Tamina going at it, they tie up. Tamina tosses Sasha into the corner, tags in Natalya, and then Natalya and Sasha go off the ropes with each one slap with Sasha slapping the crap out of Natalya. Natalya heads out of the ring, eats a baseball slide. Then they go back in the ring. Natalya lands a clothesline, tags in Tamina. They start laying into Sasha. Back and forth tags, textbook tag team wrestling 101. Eventually, Sasha fights back, kicks away from the sharpshooter, tags in Bianca, goes nuts, hits a spine buster. And then Reggie gets on apron to distract the ref. Bianca's annoyed, and then Natalya hits the discus clothesline, tags out to Tamina, gets into it with Reggie. They run through the ring, and then Natalya lays out Sasha. And then Bianca takes her down with a right hand, but Tamina rolls up Bianca with a 1920 schoolgirl 2-3. Natalya and Tamina. It is, but I the whole thing with them and Reggie, I think it's going to lead to Reggie, actually, kind of say, I don't want to be with you, Nia. I'm going to be with Sasha, and then Sasha's going to turn heel right before WrestleMania. And Reggie will be her sommelier or her love interest. And that's all I got to say about that. And I belched. Yes, I did. And it was a good belch. But I digress. We move on. After Sasha argue about being around and distracting them. Bianca's annoyed that she lost because of Reggie and says, Sasha, Reggie blows Sasha as they all pose in the ring, all the heels pose in the ring. So, like Reggie wants to bang all fucking Smackdown chicks. I would, not Tamina. Fucking lucky guy. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, then we get a reminder of Big E getting the beat down from Apollo Crews a couple weeks ago. Getting the steps thrown on his head, and then again getting stretched out with his neck in a brace. So Big E's returning to SmackDown. He returned to SmackDown last night, and we'll see him after the break. But before when we go to break, we come back. We go to the backside, and Bianca's still bickering about Reggie and his influence in their match. Sasha isn't going to take the blame for Bianca being a rookie, taking the L in the match, and she's like, "Fuck you, Bianca, back, girl, bye, whatever," and she leaves. So some tension the Sasha and Bianca ahead of their tag team title match, and we've seen that before with other tag teams. They make these makeshift tag teams like we don't work, and then they get to the tag team title match. So we'll probably see Nia and Shayna win the belts back probably on SmackDown, or they're losing on Raw to Mandy, Lana and Naomi, but it is what it is. But that's all I gotta say about that. So we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars, and we move on from there. All right, there we go to the ring. Big E, I can't do his thing, but the Intercontinental Champion. Takes off some medical gear while coming down the. Looks pretty damn good, not like that, but he looks pretty damn good. Looks like he's back from his little injury time. So he gets on the mic, says that when he was laid up in a medical facility because of Apollo, he had lots of time to think, and now hopes Apollo knows what he did. He crossed the Rubicon, opened Pandora's box. No, didn't open the forbidden door, thankfully. Putting the genie back in the bottle. Apollo made him go biblical. Now, Apollo. Now Big E has to go Old Testament on Apollo. It's eye for an eye. But we're gonna get another one of these matches between Apollo and Big E. Probably at Fastlane, WrestleMania. Not that I want to see it, but it is what it is. Big E says he's here on his lawn and he'll bulldoze your house. Damn, get off my lawn, kids! He says pinning Apollo isn't enough. Now he's got to end him. And he says Apollo wants what Big E worked for, and it's all fine and good because Apollo can bring his butt to him and get the opportunity he's been waiting for. So he kind of challenges Apollo to come down and get some. Apollo doesn't come out. Big E's like, oh, I'm not surprised. But Big E got all dressed up to defend the belt. So if Apollo won't come down, he'll extend an open challenge to whoever wants it. So then we get Baron Snorting King Corbin come out in a suit. He says that there's an open challenge. He might not be dressed to fight, but he'll tear up the $10 suit. And then Sami Zayn comes out with his documentary team, and he accepts while Corbin is talking. Corbin tries to talk him out of it, and Sami says he's had this rematch coming for months. Winning the title back will be the perfect ending to his documentary. So him and Corbin go back and forth arguing. Big E then cuts him off, says whoever gets in the ring first gets the match. Sami slides in, but Big E attacks him and sends him out of the ring as we go to break. So get that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then we get to the match, the Intercontinental title match between Big E and Sami Zayn. Let me just check my time. Okay, we're doing good. So nothing to write home about. It's also with Big E just beating the crap out of Sami early on. Sami comes back with a few kicks to the body, grabs a side headlock. Big E tosses him off. They run the ropes. Sami runs into a back elbow, and Sami gets launched into the corner with ferociousness. Big E charges and gets some knees up, then a clothesline to the back of the head. So it's going to work on Big E for a little bit. But he gets caught in a series of belly-to-belly suplexes. heads out of the ring, but Big E's after him. Big E throws Sammy back in the ring, sets him up on the apron, but Sammy avoids the apron splash, and we come back. Sammy and Big fighting on the top rope. Sammy gets a step bomb for a nail fall, and he starts yelling at the ref about the count. Slaps Big E while yelling at him to give him back what's his. Big E then runs over Sammy with a clothesline. Then he hits the big ending 1, 2, 3 to retain the Intercontinental title. Not a great match, but I gave it up. But if I really didn't need the commercial break, it is what it is. Then afterwards, the music of Apollo Crews hits. He comes from under the ring to jump Big E from behind. Apollo with the angle slam to lay out Big E. Then he picks him up, hits another one. Then he starts talking some smack in Nigerian. Then he heads out, gets to get the steel steps, tosses him in the ring, and Apollo, starts, he's like, I'm gonna hit you with it. I'm gonna hit you with it. Big E gets to his feet. Apollo knocks him out of the ring with the steps. Then he stands on the steps in the ring to pose. So it's gonna get a Apollo Crews big match, maybe at Fastlane or maybe at WrestleMania, but it's going to be at WrestleMania unless they make a bunch of people make it a ladder match. But we'll see what happens with that. So I gave the Aftermath 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right. After that, we go to the back when Nia and Reggie are hanging out. Kayla Braxton heads up to speak to them. Nia mocks Sasha for thinking she'll be a double champ. Reggie thinks he should get a title shot against Sasha next week, and Nia's like, I like the way you think. And then tells Kayla, go, shoo, bye-bye. That's that. So yeah, maybe we'll see Reggie against Sasha for the women's title. Why would Reggie get a women's title shot? Who books this shit? Ugh. Oh my god. This company is dead. Stupid and dead, whoever books this shit. It's fucking stupid. Fucking stupid, I'm telling you. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, then it looks like we get, I think this is the end of the night. Yes, the end of the night. The last segment of the night. We go back to the arena. Out comes the Tribal Chief, the Universal, the reigning, undisputed, unconquerable Tribal Chief himself, Roman Reigns, Mr. Cockfist himself, comes out with Jey Uso, and my name is Paul Heyman, and it takes about 35 minutes to get to the fucking ring, of course. Roman takes his place in the ring, as usual. They confirmed that next week Nia Jax gets a SmackDown Women's title shot against Sasha. That's not gonna, Nia's not gonna win the belt next week, so it is what it is. And then Daniel Bryan comes out. He's on the ropes playing to the crowd for the contract signing. Crowd's going, yes, yes. And a good buddy, the Goon, Adam Pearce, is emceeing and overseeing this whole thing. So Roman stares down Adam Pearce, makes him take the chair around to the head of the table, saying Adam knows where the chair goes. You better do it, Adam. So both men sit down, and Roman begins to speak first. He says Bryan doesn't want to do it. He gets it that Bryan has done everything he's supposed to do, and a few weeks ago he went along with it. But this week he doesn't think Bryan deserves it, and he's not going to sign. So Bryan's like, fuck you, you're not going to sign? I'll sign. So he signs, saying he's surprised Roman isn't a man of his word, who's afraid of someone like him. He's like, after last week, a lot of people thought he was better than Roman. Bryan was better than Roman, but last week he proved he's better when he made Jey Uso tap in the cage, something Roman could never do. Roman's like, what? Bryan says he would like to proclaim himself head of the table, ruler of the island. He did something Roman couldn't do, and he keeps talking, which pisses Roman off. Roman then signs the contract, hands it to Adam Pearce, making it official. So Bryan says now he's got a message. He's going to tap Roman out, just like he did to Jey. Jey gets pissed, tosses the table out of the ring, then says he'd like to be a special guest enforcer for the title match, and he'd like to fight for it. And then the music of Edge comes out. He's like, "Oh, that's a great idea." But next week he's gonna have my first TV. I'm gonna have my first TV match in 11 years. Maybe on Smackdown, and he'll battle Jay for the right to be the special enforcer at Fastlane. So, and it's probably gonna be Edge, or it's gonna be it's probably gonna end in some chicanery with a double disqualification or no contest, and both men will be the special guest enforcer, meaning that at Fastlane we'll probably get a no winner, and then at the Bryan, and then Daniel Bryan will be inserted into the match, making it a triple threat match for the Universal title at WrestleMania. Which, if you've read the card, the Vince McMahon card, that's what it's going to be: Edge, Roman, and Bryan, for the title, and then Edge will probably win it anyway. So Edge is going to have a match with Jey Uso, his first match on SmackDown in 11 years. Didn't he have a match with Randy Orton on Raw, saying his first TV match in 11 years? You forgot about that one, didn't you, Edge, Adam? I guess you did. Anyway, then we got a humongous brawl that was fucking epic. Edge tosses Bryan away from Roman. Bryan's like, "Fuck you," hits the Buzak to Edge, knocking him out. So it's all over a down Edge and Roman and Jey Uso. So that ends the show. And then I gave that whole segment 3.25 out of 5 stars. And we'll see what happens this Friday night on SmackDown, the go-home show before Fastlane next Sunday. And that's all I got to say about that. So that's it for SmackDown. And wasn't bad, wasn't good. It was an okay show. Ending was pretty good. And we'll see what happens next week on the show. We got Sasha Banks and Nia Jax for the SmackDown Women's title. Probably go nowhere. Maybe Reggie gets involved and costs Nia the chance to be SmackDown Women's Champion. So he helped, he costs Nia the match, and Nia gets pissed. But we'll see what happens with that. And then, like I said, next week we got Edge versus Jey Uso for the right to become the special enforcer at Fastlane with Daniel Bryan and Roman for the Universal title. Like I said, and then it'll probably end in a double, a no contest, and both men will be the special enforcer. And then that match will end in a clusterfuck. And then, like I said, we'll probably get a triple threat match for the Universal title at WrestleMania between Roman, Edge, and Daniel Bryan. And that's probably all I'm going to say about that. But we'll see what happens with that, what happens next week, and what happens on Monday Night Raw this Monday night on the USA Network. And that's it. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. That's my time. That's all I got to say about that. So thank you all for watching. Thank you to Chase for coming in the chat. Thank you to my good buddy Julius the Jew for coming in the chat. And to that other jerk that come in the chat, you can go suck my dick and my balls, motherfucker. And while you're doing that, eat my ass. But it is what it is. And that's it. So thank you all for watching. I got another video coming up later. I'm probably going to do my Molly Holly video after I edit this video up and put it up after a while. I'll do the Molly Holly video. And probably later tonight or maybe tomorrow, I'll do my NXT review for this past week. And then I might do another video tomorrow too, talking about Asuka, being not medically cleared and should be out for WrestleMania. I'll talk about Andrade, wanting his release and not getting it. I'll talk about my thoughts. You understand my thoughts about that, and whatever comes later tonight or early tomorrow, because I got a couple of errands to do tomorrow morning and early tomorrow morning, early tomorrow afternoon. And that's basically it, And that's all I got to say about that. So got the day off, Well, I have a lot of time off now. So, if you get the gist, I think But it is what it is, and that's all I got to say about that. So thank you all for watching. Peter Gunn was signing off on this Saturday night. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your Saturday night. Don't forget to turn your clocks forward at 2 a.m. tonight, as daylight savings time. Will be tomorrow. Will be at 2 o'clock tonight. So 2 o'clock becomes 3 o'clock. So the sunrise will be at 7 o'clock. Sunset will be at 7 o'clock. So we get equal time of sunlight. So the sun will be going down at 7 o'clock, and for the next couple months be going up and up and up like my dick in your mama's ass. And by the time we hit May and June and early July, it'll be right around 8, 9 o'clock when the sun goes down. So have a lot of time to go out and do your shit. And that's all I gotta say about that. So thank you all for watching. The man can suck my dick, and that's all I gotta say about that. Not Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch can suck my dick, but the man, I know you're talking about. But that's all I gotta say about that. So thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore, signing off. Peace out. Rock on. If you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. So thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace, bitches.